Hello and welcome back to our Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Where in the last episode we had another day of investigation and we uncovered the true murderer, which was Mr. White. And now we also made a very stupid decision in showing our hand to Mr. White, which was the only piece of evidence we really had against him. And now in turn we are up on trial for the murder of Mia Fey. So now we have to prove to ourselves that, or like, we have to defend ourselves against these claims. It's gonna be interesting. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. Yeah, that's what I figured. What? What was that? Her mouth just, like, opened all the way off her mouth. What was that? Like, here, can we play that again? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Okay, here goes nothing. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. No, just let it go. Don't raise any suspicion this early. Forget it, I smell a trap. I would like to call Mr. Redwhite to the stand. I hate his face, it's so smug. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh, I hate everything about him. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! Why was that so funny to me? Just slams the hand down. Name! Give me your name. Name! These two are great together. My name is Redwhite, and my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim is Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. Mr. White. I keep confusing Mr. Wright with Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Because that's the way the game works. Oh. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Oh, don't worry. I fully intend to. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. Yep, that's consistent, I think. Let me just check really quickly. Do we not get a time? No time? No time. Okay, we're just gonna assume that was correct. I was quietly reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination witness's account. Okay, I didn't... The only thing I can think is that this freaking... Like, the floor plan. This floor plan. The direction in which they claim she ran. She had to have run to the left, right? She had to have run to the left. And yet, this says she ran to the right. But the only way it would be true if she ran to the right is if you turn this upside down and you are inside that room facing the window, then yes, she would have ran to the right. So, I guess all I can do is... Hold on, let's go up to that. Okay, can we press the statement to get him to, like, give us more information? Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Aha! Gotcha! Gotcha! You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect the new detail? Victim ran to the left and you gave chase. But that's the thing though. According to May... Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh, it's as simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. Aha! The floor plans! Killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. I knew those floor plans would come in handy. Ha ha ha. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True, maybe he really did see the victim run left if he was inside the room. Of course, wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right, because Mr. White was inside the room, and Miss May was outside the room. Exactly. Both of them are correct. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There was one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? Inside the room. In the law offices of Faye and Company, of course. You're going down, Mr. White. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. He was the killer. K for killer, V for victim. He was here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in your taste. That is where the killer was standing. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Now you haven't put two and two together yet, but I am insinuating... Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a little bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. I knew it! I freaking knew that the freaking... Because she said... I knew it. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Wasn't it made... That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Wasn't it made... I'm sorry, hold it. Wasn't it made clear that there was only one blow? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Wasn't it... Hold on, I'll check the court record again. Wasn't it made explicitly clear that she was hit once? May live for a few minutes after being hit. Probably the form of statue. I could have sworn that she only, she only did once, right? Like, wasn't it from one... She was only hit once, correct? I could have sworn. Hold on, let's find where he says... The final blow. Okay, we'll do it here. I'm pretty sure that it said they only hit her once. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. Yep, I knew it. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I added a few syllables there, but that's fine. I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Alright, what do you got for me this time, buddy? What do you got for me this time? Give it to me. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then... She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay, again, nothing immediately jumped out at me there. Let's read through this again. Looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. The next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Okay. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Single blow. Phoenix is getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. The other one I heard that thing fall. The thing... What thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Why would something about that strike me as odd? Okay, is there evidence that contradicts this? Glass shards. Where did the glass light stand fall? Oh, snap! Oh, we got him! Oh, snap, we got him now! Look at this, okay. That's genius. The cone shows what you can see from the window, and the glass light stand is in the bottom left corner of the room, out of the field of view. Oh, you're going down now, buddy. You are going down now, buddy. Okay. Something about the strike you was odd. Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that's odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? The change testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. That scene was long and full when I looked. Wait, no, even that's wrong. Because it wasn't broken beyond all recognition. Hold it. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oh! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question! Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. No, you couldn't have. Before you invented the attack, then? Correct, that would be no problemo, right? Big problemo, because as we just established, it was outside the field of view of the window. There's a big problemo. Sorry, that wrong voice. What problem is this? Mr. White, now let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand for the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct! That is so. It is conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? Yes, I do. I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over because of the field of view. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Yeah! Gotcha now! Mr. White? Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Miss Phoenix Wright. What? Oh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think that the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ago. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Very slimy, Edgeworth. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. He means that if he was in the thing, he would have wiretapped the phone, and that would have explained why he was in the scene of the crime. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by whom? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. You slimeball. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Company offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. No, you didn't, you... Oh, Edgeworth! I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. Wright could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. I hate you. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Witness testimony of the wiretapping. Oh boy, okay. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Wait, didn't the murder take place the beginning of September? I had entered the Fay Company law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. That's it? That's the whole thing? So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
I just have to press everything. There's no contradictions there. It's all BS, but there's no... none of the evidence contradicts it, except for this, which is that beginning of September, the week before the murder. No, hold it. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I headed to the bank company office. There's nothing I can do except to freaking press everything. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fang Company law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already wanted to check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fang Company law offices. Yeah, okay. Like, here's the thing. So, what the game has told me is if there are no contradictions against the evidence, just press everything until something comes to light. But I don't think this is gonna work. This is no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. There's nothing for me to press him on. Maybe he rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Nope. There's nothing. Like, there's actually nothing. There's nothing I can freaking... Uh-oh, don't tell me I run out of ammo. Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Who's saying that? I know that voice. Mia? What? 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 Oh, okay, it's probably just an imagination. It's like, or a hallucination. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. You're just hallucinating, buddy. Calm down. Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Yeah! Fainted again now, have we? Hey, Phoenix. Yeah? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Oh. Maya channeled her spirit. That's why she's dressed as she channeled her. Oh boy. Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never give up, you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix, now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix Wright wrote that, not me. Yeah, no, I couldn't, yeah, I gathered that much. So what do I have to do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from the famous department store. $1,000, wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4. Oh, it wasn't in there when... It wasn't in there. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? He said beginning of September. Oh! He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. You just have to prove it. Right. Okay, that's a little cheap. That's what I was afraid of. Is that the game was going to use that stupid spirit channeling thing to be like, at the last second, she pulls she pulls the freaking spirit channeling out of her rear end and is like, wait, I have the answer all along. I was afraid that they were gonna do it, and they did it. Oh boy, I hope that doesn't become a consistent thing. I really freaking hope that doesn't become a running gag. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather? Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there was nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Same thing from last time? Yes, it is. Which means... oh, this is gonna be good. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wahaha, you were grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand, and the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fang Company law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Oh dear. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh, I'm sure he can. I have to say, well, wait, I forgot it's Edgeworth. There was a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there was no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I needed time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This is gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy makes... should we wait? I don't know. Object. We got it. We can't let him do that. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it will be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have based any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is just sure to come up with, to just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life's really writing on this one. I have something I'd like to read to the court. Mia's memo. I don't like this. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That was when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. Can nobody see that that's Mia? I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright... not guilty. Whew, okay, wow. That is all. This court is adjourned. I have some thoughts about that. September 9th to 24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risk a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief. Mia. Of course, that has to be the exact same time that she was killed the first time. September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Fane Company Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. Maya, probably? You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahahaha! You should see her face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Looked like you were! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Company law offices, right? Wright & Company. Aw. And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. Yeah, that works. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. That's a nice image. Of Phoenix and Maya shaking hands to be partners for the new company while Mia's spirit looks on. That's a nice image. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasted. Okay, wait up. The end. That's a sweet ending. So that's really the opening to this. A brand new episode has been added. Okay, so then that's really the opening to this game. You know, the whole what's it? The idea. Well, we've gotten through the first case, which establishes the gameplay, and then the second case, which establishes Phoenix and Maya as partners, and then Mia as. So here's the thing with that. Okay, I'm gonna put the controller down for a second to talk. I really that just seems like such a cop out at the last second when like all is lost and Mia just. I don't know how to feel about it, because on the one hand it's like, yeah, Maya can channel Mia, and Mia tells her, because I'm just trying to think, like, if she can do that, is there anything Mia could have told them that would have, like, what? No. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, like, okay, so here's how I justify it. Mia, the rest of the court must just not be able to see that that's Mia, right? Because otherwise they would have immediately said, hey, that's Mia, the heck's going on here? That's the only thing I can think that would justify it. So if we say that that's the case, then I'd say, so then she can't say anything like, I was at the scene of the murder, and I have proof that that's the case. And also, I guess because of the DL6 incident, the idea of using a spirit channel in court is kind of, you know, it's not very accepted, which I guess makes sense. So if we accept all that, then I guess it's fine for her to come in at the last second to point out something about the evidence, but I'll say this much. It's fine for them to do it once, but I hope they don't do it a lot. Like, I hope that doesn't become a regular thing, but I guess only time will tell. Excuse me. Overall, very, very good episode. I love this game so much. This game is awesome. I can't wait to continue playing it. So, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we're going to be starting up episode 3, which I didn't see what the name of this case is, but we're going to start up the next case for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Goodbye.